This is it. We've got an Amex Platinum Pro on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't seen anyone relax like this before in the Centurion Lounge. Is he connecting to complimentary Wi-Fi? Oh, my. Look at that. He is. And you will not believe where he's going next. The Amex dedicated card member entrance for the win. Unbelievable.
When you get travel perks with Amex Platinum, you're part of the action. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
If your client's accounts payable process is making you jump through hoops, you need Bill. Bill is your secret weapon to automating your client's AP. And there's a special limited time offer at Bill.com/podcast you don't want to miss. With Bill, you can manage all of your clients in one place with the accountant console and increase your team efficiency with automated and customizable workflows. Supercharge your advisory service with dashboards and predictive analytics from Bill, powered by timely cash flow data from your synced accounting software. Plus, gain more visibility and ensure greater accuracy with Bill's data-driven reporting and insights. No wonder 85% of the top 100 U.S. accounting firms are already using Bill to manage their clients' AP and accelerate their growth. Schedule a free demo now to see how Bill can automate your client's AP. And right now, get 15% off when you subscribe to Bill. Don't wait. This special offer is available for a limited time only at Bill.com/podcast. Terms apply. See Bill.com/podcast for details.
Every day, Ferguson works with people transforming the world we live in. And we bring them the products, tools, experience, and scale to make complex projects simple, successful, and sustainable. Ferguson. Together, we build better.
Experience Tulalip Resort Casino, Quilceda Creek Casino, and Tulalip Bingo and Slots. 3 amazing casinos with more ways to play than ever. Over 5,000 square feet of sportsbook action. More than 3,800 slots for round-the-clock fun. Over 50 table games for however you roll. And the best in classic and electronic bingo around. 3 casinos, limitless fun, when all you want is everything.
Start your summer road trip at Midas and get up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, get a free closer look vehicle check to make sure you're road trip ready. If you need brake service, an alignment check, or tune-up, hit up Midas for up to $30 off. For more details, request your appointment at Midas.com.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, whenever I do self-checkout at the grocery store, I always try to scan as quickly and competently as possible, thinking that maybe the staff will be impressed and I'll get headhunted for my excellent scanning abilities.
Yes, wow.
You look like management material.
You're hired.
Wait till you bag your own groceries like a boss, you know?
And I put my card away.
That's right.
Yeah, the reason I do self-checkout is because I'm ashamed about how many bottles of bourbon and Vaseline I buy every single time.
Together?
I wish I could stay anonymous at the store.
Yeah.
But the good news is we can keep you anonymous here on the Masked Speaker.
Put a bag over your head, Jeff.
Yeah.
I will. That way we keep your shame under wraps. And one of our listeners wants to share today anonymously. She's chosen to go by Belinda as her fake name. So Belinda, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How many tubs of Vaseline did you get in your last shopping trip?
She's like, you took my secret.
Yeah.
Well, the voice changer is on, Belinda. You are the Masked Speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
Yeah. So my fiance and I were looking to buy a house for a while.
Oh,
You just said a sentence that blew my mind. You have a fiance, you're buying a home, so you're rich and happy. That's awesome.
Life's going good for you.
Or she's just poor and frustrated. I mean, it's probably...
That's true.
We're just at the start of this story, so wait for it.
Okay.
It's hard out there, man.
I'm sure some of you know, like, the whole process is just a freaking headache, and prices are insane.
Totally. You're getting beat out by other people. Like...
Yeah, always. And we don't live, like, downtown in a big metro area or anything, but it's still just out of control.
Yeah. Even in my little town of, like, 700 people where I grew up is nuts.
Really?
Still. Oh, my
Houses
God.
are like $6 now.
No, yeah.
So what, are you and your fiance doing van life now?
Yeah.
No, we kept waiting and waiting. We're renting right now. We were waiting so long for the bubble to burst, and it just wasn't happening.
Right.
Yeah.
My dad swoops in and told me he wanted to help, and so
Wow.
yeah, it was so sweet, like super, just unexpected.
That's so kind.
And it was not small. He gifted us $48,000 to put towards the down payment.
Okay, Dad.
Your dad has big dreams for you.
Alexis is ready to be adopted.
Yeah, take me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. But we were still looking around. Even with that extra $40K, it still wasn't happening. Like, we'd still be just stretching our budget to the absolute limit.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is, so our wedding was also coming up, and I had been cutting corners to save for that.
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
And now suddenly we have this extra $40K just burning a hole in my bank account. So I'm thinking, like, maybe I can just spend a little bit of it on wedding stuff, you know.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Don't think that way.
You can see where this is going.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, okay, I can just upgrade our table settings a little bit, you know, add some more flowers, upgrade my wedding dress.
The dress.
Upgrade your fiance while you're at it.
I mean, the list is getting long at this point.
Uh-oh.
No, the fiance is great, but my dress, I'd, like, settled for a dress from a retail place, and I was, like, really like, oh, but this Alexander McQueen, like, I just want this dress. It's going to make the day perfect.
Now I know why your
Okay.
dad didn't give you this money a long time ago.
Well, and now I'm just like, maybe he shouldn't have. But and I hired one of those companies that does those floating lanterns that you light and they float up in the sky, you know, like hundreds of them.
Those are cool.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty romantic.
So I was thinking all of that might cost like an extra $5,000 to $7,000. You know, which isn't nothing, but it's like that I could make up
Yeah.
pretty
I'm
quickly.
assuming the dress you got alone was more than $10K.
And just wedding,
by what you're saying.
wedding industry people in general just like to charge a lot of money for everything.
Well, and some things it's just like piece by piece, and so all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, that now is way more than I thought it was going to be. So I was thinking it was going to be like $7K max, and it was more like $35,000.
$35,000 of the $40,000 that your dad gave you for a down payment?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then I ended up using the other $5K on our honeymoon.
You don't sound upset by this.
Yeah.
It sounds like maybe Dad would expect this of
Well,
you.
how was the wedding? Was it worth
The
it?
wedding was amazing. It was so amazing, and my dad was blown away by the wedding, but obviously he doesn't know, you know,
that he funded it.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
And now he's wanting to go house shopping with me all of the time, and he has no idea that down payment went towards the wedding. So it's awkward because he wants to come with me to all these showings, and he keeps showing me listings that are in my price range. And,
Awkward because you stole your dad's money, kind of.
yeah, so like I keep making stuff up. Like, you know, he doesn't know we're actually broke, and I keep having to come up with more and more excuses as to why each house isn't right. And it sucks a lot.
It's hard to feel bad for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm having a hard time.
But at least you can look at your designer dress from your apartment while you're there, wearing it around.
You can cry in first class on your way to your honeymoon.
I'm sure you're still using those table place settings. So in your apartment.
Yeah, right. Yes.
All right, well, I'm glad that we wedding and financially shamed you before the end of this segment. So,
No, but like, how does your fiance feel about this? Like,
Well, he did not have much to do with the wedding planning. So.
Okay.
So he lets you handle everything.
Does Dad have room in his house for when you guys need to move in? Is she crying or laughing?
Maybe.
Well, it sounds like you just need a little bit of like a scam to fall for, so you can file for bankruptcy, and then it's not on you anymore.
Right.
Or maybe you just go see. Do they have financial therapists? I feel like they should.
Advisors, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just out of pity, Brooke's gonna Venmo you $20,000 just to make you feel a little bit better. Okay.
Just some light work.
Text in 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you the next masked speaker. Your phone tap's coming up next.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Clue, live on stage. The uproarious new play based on the hit movie and classic game. Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 mysterious guests assemble for a dinner party. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or perhaps Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? This fast, furious, and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Clue, live on stage.
Tickets at fifthavenue.org.
A new season of Bridgerton is here.
And with it, a new season of Bridgerton, the official podcast. I'm your host, Gabby Collins, and this season, we are bringing fans even deeper into the ton. Watch season 3 of the Shondaland series on Netflix. Then fall in love all over again by listening to Bridgerton, the official podcast, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to catch a new episode every Thursday.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Maya Shankar, and I'm a scientist who studies human behavior. Many of us have experienced a moment in our lives that changes everything, that instantly divides our life into a before and an after. On my podcast, A Slight Change of Plans, I talk to people about navigating these moments. Their stories are full of candor and hard-won wisdom. And you'll hear from scientists who teach us how we can be more resilient in the face of change. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to the Casper Experience, where adventure meets history in the heart of Wyoming. Just minutes away from our bustling downtown lies an outdoor haven, offering endless opportunities for exploration and fun. Dive into our storied past in our hands-on museums, or embark on a covered pioneer wagon trek along the ruts of the Oregon Trail. Plan your adventure today at visitcasper.com and discover why Casper is the one and only place to experience the true essence of Wyoming.
Five Below means hot stuff, cool prices. Get the trends in your feed for way less. Candy, beauty, tech, room decor, and more. Plus extreme value finds in our 5 Beyond shop. Yup, you could say we're kind of a big deal. Shop in stores and fivebelow.com.